Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. It is going to be my 5th update in the whole collection project pan that was started by Becky Loves Kanga, and as I always say, I was heavily inspired to do this project by one of my really good friends, Emily McKennis. I will have both Becky and Emily's channel linked down below, as well as a playlist with a bunch of other panners who are currently participating in this project. You can also just search the hashtag whole collection project pan if you're interested in binge watching a bunch more whole collection project pans. If you are new to this project, essentially my entire makeup collection is itemized on a spreadsheet, and we randomly generate 10 products to work on at any given time. This is rolling style, and I do have 2 products that I will be rolling out for this update. So if you're interested in seeing what those products are, as well as my progress on all of my other products, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content, or you just like to chit chat about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's just get into this update. My lips are so dry. I feel like I need some gloss. I'm trying to figure my lights out finally because I'm really sick of like trying to correct things in when I edit and then like making things worse. But I feel like I'm filming at like 10 p.m. at night right now. I'm trying to get some pre-filming done, and I feel like it's so dark that I'm gonna be really unhappy with the lighting. It is what it is. Who cares, right? Okay, guys, let's start with my progress. I'm gonna save the 2 exciting ones for last. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna hate my lighting. It just feels very blue. And I know it's probably because I decided to have pink lights in the back, but the struggle. Let's start with the least exciting, my Becca Prismatic Amethyst Highlight. The last 2 months, I haven't used this one time. I gave myself the goal of reaching for this, I believe 30 times, possibly 25. I don't have those numbers written down in front of me. And I've reached for this 5 times. We will have a refresh next update, and I can guarantee you I will be rolling this out during the refresh because I'm just not inspired by that. Another one that I did not do great on was my Loreal face palette. So I'm working on this beautiful blush shade right here in the shade Technicolor. It's this really pretty pink shade, and I gave myself a goal of reaching for this 20 times. Last update, I believe I was at 2 times, and I reached for it an additional 1 time, putting us at 3 total uses, which is not great. Still not great. So definitely some work to do here. This is a really pretty shade that I feel like will be beautiful for the summertime. I just need to reach for my face palettes more. Not so good at reaching for my face palettes. Next up, I have a single shadow that I'm working on. This one is from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is in the shade On Ice. And it's just this really beautiful champagne shade. I'm hoping you'll be able to see I have a really good dip going in this. This is something I feel like I could definitely hit pan on by the next update. It's a very, very metallic champagne gold shade. And it can be super intense, but you can sheer this out as well to just be like this really beautiful wet looking shade. The other day I put this on top of Colourpop Glass Bowl, and it actually was, I loved the effect of it. So I just need to continue to reach for this. I feel like if I'm consistent, I can definitely hit pan on this by the next update, which will be super exciting because I've not been super successful in my eyeshadow panning journey this year. So I would love to hit pan on another eyeshadow. Okay, next up I have my Hourglass bronzer, and I started the year out giving myself a usage goal of 50. I changed that to 30. As of the last update, I had reached for this, I think a total of 6 times, and I reached for it an additional 7 times, putting me at 13 total uses, meaning I still have 17 more uses to go. This is something I've tried to just remember to like dust on top of my matte bronzer to add a little bit of a sheen to the cheeks. It's a really beautiful, just adds like the slightest bronze glow to the skin. And I would say it's not my favorite bronzer by any means, but I do like to just pop it on top of a matte bronzer, especially this time of year, just to add a little bit more of a glow to the face. So I'm hoping, I don't think I'll have this as a rollout next update, but I feel like the update after that, I could have that ready as a rollout. This next product I rolled in last update, and I've actually been really successful with this so far. So this is my Fenty Kilowatt Highlight in the shade Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, which is this beautiful pink duo. And first of all, I love a good pink toned highlight, but I was a little bit skeptical to put this in just because I felt like I was working on some other highlighters. But I did reach for this a total of 8 times. I gave myself a goal of reaching into this, whether it be this shade, or both shades. I gave myself the goal of reaching into this 20 times, and I have reached for it 8 times. So all I need to do is use this an additional 12 times to reach my goal. And I honestly feel like I could potentially have this rolled out by the next update because I've loved just popping this on as a blush topper as well. I've been having a ton of fun with that. And then speaking of blushes, I have 2 more like blush duos that I'm working on in this project. So I have my Patrick Ta blush duo in the shade She's So LA. This is the cream and powder highlight, and I'm working, not highlight, blush duo, and I'm working on the powder version. I actually have it on top of like my bronzer today. I used the Oma Beauty contour stick, and then I actually like bronzed with this rather than like blushed with this. And I have reached for this a total of 13 times. So I was at 7 uses as of the last update, and I reached for it an additional six times, putting me at 13 total uses. So I have 12 left to reach my goal on that. And then I'm also working on a shade out of this Kosas duo. This is the powder duo in Papaya, and I'm working on the highlighty shade in this, although this is more of like a blush topper shade for me. I've had so much fun reaching for this last month as well. I reached for this an additional 6 times. I was also at 7 uses on this, putting me at 13 out of 25 on this as well, meaning I have to reach for this an additional 12 times. I'm excited to see the progress in the picture because I definitely can see like where I'm using this, and I'll be really curious to see when I'm at 25 uses, will I have hit pan or will I be close to pan? This is definitely more of a powdery formula, so I do feel like I'm showing a lot more wear on this than I am my Patrick Ta duo. So I will be very, very curious to see if I'll actually hit pan on that when I hit my 25 uses. This powder, so this is my RMS Beauty powder in my Laura Mercier powder packaging. And I am so close to being done with this. Do you see how much powder is left? I just realized I have not been sharing my weight changes, you guys. I will have everything posted to the side so you'll see the weight changes, but I haven't been saying them out loud. I'm literally the worst Project Panner update. I did not have my life together. But I had poured about half of my RMS Beauty powder. RMS, yes, RMS, right? Yes? I don't have it in front of me. It's gotta be RMS. Is it? I'm glad I checked because it's definitely the RCMA powder. I had poured a bunch of this into that Laura Mercier container. So this is, can it focus on the powder? Is it? There we go. This is how much of this I have left. So much of this still left because I had maybe used 1/4 of this when I rolled this in, and then I poured like half of what I had left. Anyway, what I'm getting to is the fact that this takes forever to go through, like biggest bang for your buck in terms of powder like value right there. But I was at, this was weighing in at 51 grams last update, and I actually only used 1 gram of product. So it's weighing in at 50 grams now, but I am very confident this will be a rollout next update, which leads me to the final 2 products, which I will be rolling out. So first I have this Lime Crime liquid lipstick in the shade Red Rose. I just gave myself a goal of reaching for this 5 times because I struggle to reach for liquid lipsticks, let alone a shade like this. Last update I was at 2 uses, and I did reach for this an additional 3 times, putting me at 5 total uses, meaning I get to roll that out, which I'm super, super excited about. And then the final product I have to roll out is my Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. So I gave myself a goal of using half of this up, and I am about halfway done with this. So I'm ready to roll this out. This was weighing in at 36 grams last update, and it's still weighing in at 36 grams, which is very interesting to me. Sometimes if I feel like I've weighed things where my scale is like not on a flat surface, and then I weigh it on more of a flat surface, like a more flat, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying I don't think I have the best scale ever, but I am about halfway done with this, and that was my goal, so I am gonna roll that out too. So that brings us to the time to roll in some new products. So we're gonna be rolling in 2 new products. Let's see where I'm at with my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet is not up to date at all, especially considering I just decluttered things. I brought so many new products in during my Sephora VIB haul. I need to update my spreadsheet, but today's not the day for that. Hopefully by June, because I'm gonna be doing an updated makeup inventory at the end of June, hopefully I will have my life together and have an updated spreadsheet. I have been working on updating it, but we're not there yet. Let's see. We have currently 621 eligible items to select from. So I am going to go into my pretty random app. I don't want to be working on any more than 2 products at a time. So if I roll in something that I'm working on 2 of already in this project, I will re-roll. And if I roll in a palette, I just give myself a 10 use goal. So just use the palette in any capacity 10 times. All right, so I have my variables in here and we are going to randomize, and we get number 98 and 331. So number 331, because I'm rolling from the bottom, 331 will come first. Number 331 is Colourpop Zuma. So that's gonna be a liquid lipstick. Oh, great. I roll out one liquid lipstick just to roll in another, but Zuma I think is an ultra blotted lip, which I would be really excited to work on that. Actually, it's a pretty neutral color if I'm not mistaken. And then number 98 is Becca Flowerchild, a blush. I feel like I am already working on the Kosas, the Loreal face palette, and the Patrick Ta. What do I want to do? I'm gonna roll again, and pending what I roll, I'm either gonna choose what I roll next or Becca Flowerchild. We're gonna do that. Okay, we get number 89. That's super weird. It went from 98 to 89. 89 is Becca Color Corrector. Oh, shoot, I'm trying to finish a Tarte Color Corrector right now. I'm gonna go with Becca Flowerchild. I'm gonna grab these 2 products and I will be right back. Okay, I have the 2 products pulled. So up first we have the Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Zuma. I'm actually really excited about this. I'm excited to have an excuse to reach for this. And it's not as dry and it's not as pigmented as a normal like ultra matte lip from Colourpop. Plus this is a super wearable shade. So do I wanna use it 10 or 15 times? I'm gonna go with 15. I'm gonna challenge myself a little bit and I'm gonna say 15 times. And then I also have my Flowerchild blush from Becca, which I actually already had pulled for my like seasonal Shop My Stash. So it was already like something I wanted to be actively working on and wasn't doing a great job at. I think I might give myself a goal of reaching for this 15 times as well, just because I have so many other blushes competing for attention. My blush collection is out of control. I told myself I was gonna go on a blush no buy, but then I saw like the Bite Beauty liquid blushes that are coming out. And then there was another brand that was releasing a blush that I was like, I want that too. I still want a melt blush because mine got canceled for my Sephora order. So we're gonna go with 15 times and we're gonna call it good there. But that is gonna wrap it up for my whole collection project pan update. Goals for next time. What do I think I can complete? I think I can complete this powder. I already know because it's a refresh, I'm gonna be rolling this out. If I'm just ever so consistent, I know I can finish my single shadow. And then I feel like I could potentially also roll out my Fenty Beauty highlighter. So it would be super exciting if I would be able to have 4 rollouts by the next update. But we'll see. I would love to know if you guys are currently working on panning anything and how it's going. Are you guys struggling in a makeup category like I am blush? I just cannot help myself. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.